Butter here to review some of Yibo's hairstyles, because he's done some crazy things with it, but he's also styled his hair in ways that reveal the future. What future is that? Let's find out. For years, Yibo has had a good relationship with his makeup and hairstylist, Wang Yibo. Together, they tried all sorts of looks. And I emphasize that they did this together because, as I covered in my other video, 8 times Wang Yibo sent a message through his fashion, Yibo is very hands-on with his looks. He's very involved in his appearance. Yibo's default hairstyle, as I call it, is mid-length, with a bit of a comma for bangs or fringe depending on where you're from. The length can vary by an inch or so, shorter or longer, but the style is consistent. Personally, I'm a big fan of this hairstyle. I think it's very flattering on him, which is probably why it's his go-to. It frames his face well and presents him as clean, refreshing, and safe. But in his idle days, Yibo wasn't afraid to go a little wild. Yibo is not afraid of color. Oh no. For several years while he was an idol, he had light brown, slightly reddish hair. He also had fun with more extreme colors, including full blonde. When it comes to highlights, his preference seems to be silver, blue, and green. Because his skin is so pale and has pinky undertones, he's able to carry jewel tones without looking sickly. Now that he's an actor, and because of government restrictions, he's reverted to his natural color, but on special occasions we'll see glimpses of temporary color. Yibo once said that he worried more about becoming fat than becoming bald, which I at the time thought was odd prioritization. But I understand now. Yibo has a lot of fun with hair pieces. He doesn't shy away from small pieces or full wigs because modern ones are very effective. He knows the power of transformation that quality hair pieces can grant him. He's used them for looks on Street Dance of China, concerts, and for endorsement commercials where the companies want him in his full-haired glory. Hair pieces allow him to play around with unusual looks. He seems to have a fondness for adding a few pieces here and there that help to give him an edgier, street look. The additions will usually coordinate with his outfits or his dance, especially when performing on SDC. He's also plumped up the volume of his bangs or added length for more drama. Yibo is the king of fashion accessories, which I'll show you in another video. Street dance has also allowed him and Wang Yibo to dress up his hair. Here you can see that Yibo adds all sorts of charms, which puts Yibo's hairstyles over the top. Rings of different shape, beads, gems, and chains adorn his hair, contributing to my firm belief that Yibo should be draped in jewelry as often as possible. Yibo may have short hair currently, but in the past he's visibly enjoyed having longer hair. He hasn't shied from hair that's long enough it can be pulled into a ponytail. These are hair pieces, but Yibo does a good job of making them look realistic, whether as longer ponytails or as man buns. To my surprise, the look Yibo has been seen in most frequently outside of his default hairstyle is a mullet. No, not that mullet. I mean, sure, it's the same style for the most part, but Yibo is so handsome he manages to elevate the style beyond what I'm used to. His facial features are delicate and smooth, which softens what can be a jagged, often choppy look. The mullet is a good compromise between the short hairstyle which flatters him and his affection for longer hair. It can also incorporate the color that Yibo enjoys. When Yibo began picking up serious acting roles, his commitment to them included his appearance. He doesn't shy from doing whatever is required to realistically portray a character. He first shocked fans when he cut his hair to begin filming Being a Hero, in which he plays a young police officer. Surf Shop was fans' first glimpse of him with short hair, and lots of them lost their minds. He kept the short length as he moved on to 2 soldier roles. The latter of these two required him to shave the sides high and tight. Yibo didn't hesitate because he's a serious actor and will do whatever it takes for the role. When there was a rumor he'd play in a drama about the Qing dynasty, in which he'd need to shave most of his head, fans were torn on whether they'd like it. But few doubted he'd be willing to do it if the role were right for him. Fortunately for fans, it was discovered that the shorter Yibo cut his hair, the younger he looked. For Mama fans, this was a wonderful time. As his hair grew out, he adopted a split bang look, which is also very cute. Because Yibo is willing to treat his hairstyles as a vital part of his acting, we may be able to glean clues as to what his next projects may be. For this reason, Yibo often covers his hair immediately before joining a production crew, to prevent us from being spoiled. But eventually we will see him and be able to guess his next role. As of this recording, his hair is in his default stage, which gives him lots of styling options. But tomorrow he may cut his hair. Or he may continue growing it out for the next several weeks. Either move may give us a hint as to the type of character he's playing next, which is fun and exciting for fans. I, for one, am grateful that Yibo commits to his career and gives us new looks to anticipate. I know that no matter what he does with his hair, he'll look handsome. Yep, even this way. Have any of Yibo's hairstyles upset you, or have you loved them all? Let me know in the comments, I'm curious. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, you may miss the next update if you don't.